over the last 4 years, we didn't hear a whole lot about Syria from this podium or in the briefings. This was clearly an issue that was on the back burner. I'm sure you're going to disagree with the premise of this question, but that is simply a fact based on observation and our experiences here. Do you feel that that's undercutting your efforts right now? How much of an influence do you think you have in the waning days of this administration?
Well, first of all, let me say most of what I talk about from this podium is not my choice; it's yours. Except for my various opening remarks. Let me just say, I get up here. Hold on, let me just say.
Our questions are based on U.S. foreign policy priorities.
Let me. I didn't interrupt the question. Please let me finish the answer. I get up here and I respond to the questions from the reporters in this room, and I don't think it's fair to judge my lack of responding to the lack of questions about Syria as a indication of the work that has been going on inside the department and inside the administration. I will tell you that, of course, you will see a lot of the public work around matters that become new flashpoints, matters that require serious political engagement from the senior leaders of this department. But the Syria policy that was developed during the latter stages of the Obama administration, to go back to the point that Matt started this briefing with, that is largely carried through to this day. Ultimately, I would say has led to the situation we're in today. And I would combine that with the policies this administration has pursued to weaken Bashar Assad's main backers, Russia, Iran, and Hezbollah, which of course is itself backed by Iran. So it is the sanctions that we imposed on the Syrian regime that weakened the Syrian regime. It is the international coalition that we marshaled to hold Assad accountable. And then the fact that when Assad found himself at a moment of weakness in the past 10 days, the fact that his biggest backers had been weakened by diplomatic and military efforts supported by the United States, that had a role in what happened too. It had a major role in what happened too. So I would say despite the oftentimes lack of public conversation about Syria in this briefing room or elsewhere in the United States government, when you look at the policies that we have pursued to take on Iran and to take on Russia, and you combine them with Assad's lack of any meaningful political engagement with his own people, that's what got us to where we are today.
Maybe we can have a whole separate Syria briefing now that this is a flashpoint, and then we can
sounds like we are.
We can have it back and forth, but I'm going to let that rest.